All right, people, let's tone our blood and bones. Toning is simply going to add an antique vintage look to our drawings. And you're going to choose from brown, gray, or black markers to do a marker wash. It's really easy. You simply just outline around the object outside of the Sharpie with either color, and then you pull it away with a watercolor brush and some water. So I'm going to sample the three colors so you have an idea. I'm starting with gray. Now, out of all the colors, gray is the least visible. It has the least distinct effect, but it does add some type of tone to your paper. So this is why I'm adding a really thick outline with gray, because it doesn't pull a lot of color. So with all the other colors, don't use that thick of an outline. Okay, then you're gonna dip your brush into the water, and then you'll place it onto the watercolor. Closest to the Sharpie, dip, and you'll kind of give a little friction there and pull it out, and you can see the color is pulling. Again, it is very subtle, very light. And you'll do this all the way around. As you're doing this, you want to be thinking about a couple things. One, how can you maintain a color gradient? We want the gray to be darkest on the outside of the Sharpie, and then we slowly want it to fade, okay? The second thing you want to think about is, I don't want to make this look like it was processed, like done by hand. You want this to look like it was aged over time. So as you're pulling the water, you don't want all of the water to be the same length. You want to add some variation by stretching the water out a little bit longer here, having a little bit of a gap there. That way it doesn't look processed. It looks like it occurred due to aging over time, which is the vintage effect that we want. So you can see now I'm adding some variation to the left-hand side. Okay, so that is the gray. The other two colors that you can choose from are brown and black. I can tell you that brown was the most popular last year, and it kind of gives the effect of if you were to watercolor with coffee. So again, you would outline your object with the brown, and I added a little bit too much brown, so don't add it as much as I did. See how thick that is? You don't need that. Anyway, so again, you're going to dip your brush into it and then pull away. I'll show you another sample with black. Now black, when you use it, has a blue tint. It's actually pretty cool. I actually really like the black. But let's show you how the brown works. So get your brush, clean water, dip it into the watercolor, kind of scrub it out a little bit, and then pull. See how that color is pretty distinct? And again, you want to maintain a gradient. You also don't want it to look like it was processed, so you want to have some variation in your pulls. So some are shorter, some are longer. Okay, you do that all the way around. All right, for the bat, let's dip our brush into clean water and pull away. Look at this, it is blue. And so what's kind of interesting about this is it adds a little coolness to your paper. Your paper is warm, it's that parchment color, and the blue adds a little bit of cool vibe to it. And so it adds a little compositional balance, I feel. But anyway, no matter what, you have choices. You can choose the brown, the black, or the gray. And whichever one you choose, when they dry, they will look somewhat like this. You can see black, brown, and gray at the top. Whatever you pick, stick with it for your entire composition and have fun.